The High Story, My Story film competition was meant to be a fun competition for students to learn about Singapore history using a creative medium like film. We held a series of filmmaking workshops for students to equip them with basic filmmaking skills, but what we really wanted was for students to go out there to talk to real people and get stories, personal stories that made Singapore history what it is today.
We chose Bras Basah as the topic because it's a very popular place among all the youngsters. It's what they like to call town. But on the surface, it's only just shopping centres, places that they hang out at. So we wanted them to go deeper and find out what exactly was this place before.
Our film was on the Substation, and we called it the Substation and Island because during one of the interviews we had with Audrey Wong, who was the assistant director, she said that because Substation was this really seclusive kind of place, she said it was sort of an island. So we used that as the main inspiration for our film.
For Bras Basah, I didn't know much about it at first, but we were quite interested in find out how it became an arts district in Bras Basah. That's why we kind of wanted to focus on Substation.
And then we realised that we are studying the School of the Arts, so as art students, why don't we just focus on the arts element of stuff?
The Substation was founded in 1990, and our founder is Kuo Pao Kun. So he's a very highly respected theatre practitioner, a script writer, and he was the first artistic director of the Substation.
We want to uncover a part of Singapore's history, but at the same time delve deeper into an artistic aspect perhaps.
The Substation is an icon to a lot of artists, especially Singapore-grown artists.
Yeah, I think from the start, ever since Pao Kun's time, there's a very strong commitment to the local.
My name is Angie. My name is Faiza.
My name is Wan An.
My name is Jordan. My name is Jing Xiong.
And we are from Marsiling Secondary School. The name of our film is National Library, A Legacy to Last. It's a film about the old National Library and the comparison of the two national libraries, the old National Library and the new one.
I found out that the old National Library did not have the book drop system. And in the past, they do not use machine to borrow the books.
Those days they gave us 4 library cards. So you can only borrow 4 books at one time. So that limit to the number of books that you could borrow and all. What has changed is, of course, is the use of technology.
We hope to preserve this memory so that the younger generations can acknowledge this history, so it won't die out.
I remember when I was younger, my mum used to bring me to the National Library to try to educate me to read more.
What happened to the old National Library when the new National Library was built?
I heard from my friend that it's been turned into a tunnel.
Serious?
I think it's very surprising that we won, because we are the only neighborhood school.
We always thought that the elite schools better than the neighborhood schools. But now we found out that we are better than them.
I think as the judging panel, even as we were watching the films and enjoying them, I think what does strike us is the amount of effort that the students must have put into it.
When it came to assessing the videos itself, we really looked at the quality of the story itself. What was it that was engaging? We learned something new about the history itself, or some things about the storyline from the beginning to the end that we weren't expecting.
My name is Ryan.
My name is Ben.
And my name is Matthew.
And we are from SST.
Yeah. Our film is about Bras Basah complex, how it was from the past to the future. we didn't know anything.
I only knew that there was old bookshops, and other than that, I knew nothing.
The most interesting thing I learned about it is that the most bookshop owners there, right, they not only do it to earn a profit, because most of them do it because they want to promote Chinese culture and literature. They feel it's their mission to do so because they feel that the younger generation, they don't appreciate Chinese that much.
Interestingly, I've been there recently, compared to about 30 30 years ago. Okay, it was it's quite similar actually inside the complex. Yeah. In fact, even the shops themselves, like Popular, was still there, and I think, if I'm not wrong, Union Bookstore is still there, right? And a few music shops are still there. You know, so in fact, there's this place where we used to buy calculators from. It's still there.
When we were finding information, it was a bit difficult because most of the bookshop owners and most of the people that we went to look for, they were speaking Cantonese or Hokkien or Chinese dialect. So none of us could actually speak it fluently, and it was very difficult to communicate.
这个是已经有30多年的历史了。一开始这个大厦一开始就是以书店为主。
I was studying for my level test at that point in time. Then, I like about 4 o'clock, someone called me and like told me I won. So I was like, oh my god, I won. Then after I couldn't study for the rest of the day. I was like, like that. I was telling everyone now.
I didn't get a call. I gave the wrong phone number.
We chose the Fullerton Hotel mainly because of its heritage and how it has changed in its development over the past 90 years.
It used to be the General Post Office of Singapore, and people used to refer it as the center part of Singapore. For example, if they say, I want to go this place, they'll say, how far is it away from the Fullerton building?
The Fullerton building, now the Fullerton Hotel, has definitely changed over the years. From a building housing the General Post Office and Ministry departments, it has progressed to a majestic hotel. Regardless of that, the exterior has not been changed.
I went to National Archives, their oral records database online, to find for postmen that worked in the General Post Office in the past. Then I found Mr. Bala. He was born in 1917, so I thought that most probably he will not be alive. Yeah, but through further research, we got the idea of looking through yellow pages and found out where he stayed. So we sent him a letter and he replied us through email to agree to the interview.
For me, using a film is definitely the easiest way to learn history as compared to textbooks. Because I believe our generation, we can no longer focus on textbooks, but instead we need more interactive ways or using technological means.
A postal center for communications, where people send their letters which can reach any part of the world. So the Fullerton building was more known as the General Post Office.
I'm Han Fan.
I'm Ryan. I'm Zhiming.
I'm Yu Zhou.
And we are from Raffles Institution.
I think the films do a really lovely job of igniting your imagination. So I hope that the viewers, as they see this, it should inspire them to go out and to explore the histories around us.
History is not about what they only see in textbooks or made real by historians, that they themselves can document and share Singapore history too.